What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Today we're going to be testing out another OEM style dash cam for the Tacoma. Mangoal is sitting here with one of their models. It's the Starvis 2 sensor camera from them, which is their higher level model. So I'm really interested to see how this works out because I've tried a OEM style dash cam like this before from another brand, and it did okay. It wasn't bad. The images weren't super great, so I'm really excited to see how Mangoal in this particular model compares to that, because this is the more expensive model with a better sensor, and I just want to see what kind of like low light situations, or if we can be able to read tags with this one versus the one I've used before. So we'll get into this, go ahead and do a little unboxing. I'm just going to do it here in the truck today because we're in Florida. It's 100 degrees outside and I don't feel like standing out in the heat in the tailgate, so we'll go ahead and get this opened. Like I said, this is the Starvis 2 sensor, so I'm really excited to see how much better this is than the type I've used before. The packaging is very nice here. We have some zip ties and looks like an instruction booklet, some larger instructions with really high quality pictures. That's nice. We have some scan codes and how to use their app here. Also interested to see how the app is going to work compared to the other brand I've used. I'm hoping this will be a lot better experience. Here is the dash cam itself. As you can see, it's very OEM style, very simple to plug in. These have a inline power adapters you'll see in a minute when we do the installation that just runs into your factory wiring harness, so nothing crazy there, really simple. But let's see what else we have in here. We've got our piggyback harness right here to tie into the OEM wiring, so no splicing, no cutting, no wiring. It's real simple. We've got a trim tool kit here, which will help get your factory one out, which we already have a dash cam this style in currently that we're going to be taking out. And we have our included Lexar 64 gig memory card that also came with it. And then our GPS sensor. This kind of tells you where you're at on the map and will tell your speed on the recording. Also, I think this is what they use to have the bump sensitivity if you do get in a crash or it detects a hard hit. It does the emergency recordings with that. And that, I believe that is all we have in the box. Yep, so we'll get to the install. Alright, for the installation on this, it's very simple. Mine's going to be a little different because I already have an OEM style camera in here. But you pull this tab, the whole thing slides down. So I have the truck on, as you can hear my old one talking to me there. And just this little tab right here. This little tab comes out first, and then the rest of this just slides down in this position right here. That'll release everything. Like I said, mine's already an OEM style dash cam, so it's gonna look a little different than the factory, but it's not much different from that. So I'll disconnect my old GPS here. And power. So that's it for getting your factory one out. It just won't have this, but otherwise it'll be the same exact setup. So out with the old dash cam. And then for you guys with a factory setup, you won't have this piggyback already in here, so I'm gonna turn the truck off before we disconnect this electronics and disconnect this out. This is the old wiring harness from the other brand's camera. Now we'll be putting in Mangoals right here. Normally you would have this just plugged into here, so it's like I said, it's very easy factory wiring set up here. Just plug that in place. Plug this back in here. Let's So we got that in. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this down. Well, if I can get the old GPS unit off. May not be able to get that off yet. We'll work on that in a second. So on the Mangoal here, you're gonna take off your tab right there. It just pops out real simple. Now their power source right here, we'll go ahead and connect. That's all it is for getting power to this thing. Super simple. You just want to tuck all this in behind here. I'll tuck this at the top. I think that'll give us enough room to get this back in. All right, there we go. Once you're against the windshield flush, you just push up. It's locked into place. Make sure this is tucked out of the way as best as possible. Now you can get your trim piece back in. You can see how this just goes in. It's just a couple of push clips. You just got it in the bottom there. And then straight in with it. I mean, that is it for the actual install. Now we just got to run our GPS. With my old one, I ran it right here to the windshield. I read in Mangoals, it was saying to put it on the dash itself. So I'm going to see if I can just run the wire along the edge of the A-pillar here and onto the dash, because if so, I'm going to do that route. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to see if I can run our GPS unit right along the inside of the liner here and down the inside of this to this location. So I'm going to just sit it up there for now. We can go ahead and connect it. There's only one way to do that. We'll go ahead and try to tuck this in first. So after trying to tuck this wire away, I was having a little trouble getting it through here. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and take this out, use your trim tool, and pop this out at the corners here. It's just a 10mm bolt in both of these spots. This way we can really get this wire tucked down in here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pull this back out. What I'm going to do is just only tuck the running wire from there over, so we end up with all of it tucked into here. This will make for a much cleaner installation. Yeah, that makes a much cleaner installation. It's worth the time to take those out. I mean, it takes a few seconds to just drop that back and really get that wire completely tucked in, completely out of the way in the roof line. Looks way better. So go ahead and pull the sticky backing off of this. Already cleaned the dash here, prep it. I'm just gonna stick that right there so I have a good line of sight view to the sky. And that's it for most of this installation. We'll get our memory card in. All right, so we'll get our memory card installed. Just a real simple installation there, just clicks in. It gives us a sound, and then we'll get our, make sure you get the front of this peeled off, and we'll check it out. So here we're downloading the SkyCamm app from the Apple App Store. Agree into the terms, connecting the camera to the Wi-Fi, which the original password is going to be 12345678, I believe. Just getting all that set up and connected. It was pretty simple. The app's pretty intuitive. Once we have the camera connected, just checking out, this is your kind of home screen here. You can hit the disc in the bottom left corner to look at your files, to see what's stored on the camera currently. Here's where it'll show up, and then you can select which video you want to download. This is the settings options. I briefly glanced through some of those. Also has a really nice map overlay display there if you need it. Here's another selection of our videos where we want to download one. You can also see them in real time like that. It takes about 38 seconds to download. So as you can see here, this is the kind of quality we're getting in bright daylight. You can see the audio quality as well as it records. There's a child out here on their bicycle, basketball goal. Just kind of checking out sound quality of the microphone in the camera itself, and a little clip of this just going around my neighborhood a little bit. So this next clip is going to be my son doing a wheelie on his bicycle, followed by a clip of the app's built-in audio settings that you can trim and add and fix up your own video files from. So I'll let that play. Shows you a really good nighttime view as well. Alright guys, my final thoughts on this new dash cam is it's a win in my book. I think it's a great product. As far as the OEM look is one of my favorite things about it. Like, it's just there, you don't notice it hardly at all. It's loop recording all the time, so you're never going to miss out on some type of accident or trail footage for myself. I mean, we just had a plane land on the interstate here the other day in Pensacola, Florida. I wish I would have been on the interstate when that was happening and have this dash cam going. But I'm really impressed with the Sony Starvis 2 sensor. Seems to do a lot better than the other dash cams I've tried out. So nighttime vision, daytime vision's great. Audio recording was good. I like the app a lot better than the other ones I've tried out. It was a lot more intuitive, a little easier to work with, quicker to scan through your photos and videos, and you know, download your stuff off of it, or you can pull the memory card out as well. So I definitely would recommend it. I've got a code that Mangoal's passed along to me. It's Kenny10 for 10% off any of their dash cams on their website if you want to try one out from them. It's also available on Amazon, so I'll leave a link to the Amazon product link for it too as well in the description, and in my Amazon store if you want to get it from there. But other than that, can't recommend it enough. Really happy with the product. Thank you guys again for watching. Thanks for the support. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see me test out in the future. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching again, guys. Y'all have a great day.